we're really excited to talk about current energetics, where we're at, what we're facing, and how we're getting prepped energetically already for 2026, which is
hmm
insane to be even thinking about 2026.
Agreed. And don't you feel like it's going to be here before we know it? Like, it's today's October 1st, which is wild to me. So I'm like, wow, it's only 90 days away, really, like 3 months.
Yeah. I was having this conversation on email. I was prepping some stuff for the October energy forecast with my sound editor. And
Mhm.
she was like, "Oh, I'm so glad that you felt like this year's been on hyperspeed because she's like, I can't believe we're already talking about like December and next
hmm
year. It's crazy."
Yeah. And I feel like sorry, I cut you off, but it just kind of came in because I keep thinking about this GPS series as like a trajectory, and it's like it's the run, like it's the runway. So it's like it's not even preparation. It's like the momentum and the energy to launch. Like, and I know on Instagram or Instagram Live, I kept doing this and kept being like launch and trajectory. But that's what this feels like. It's like getting prepared, getting on the runway, building up the momentum, understanding the coordinates, where you're going, so that when it's go time, which it's go time, it's been go time for so many of us, but when it's go time, it is like go time.
Yeah. I love that imagery. I love that image of the runway. It's like, do you know, when you're sat on the plane and you put your seatbelt on and the pilot like puts the
Exactly.
thrust
The
back and you
throttle.
kind of
Yeah.
like sit back in your seat and it's like, oh yeah. Like honestly, that's really what October feels like. It
hmm
really feels that's the perfect way to describe it because 2026 it's go time
hmm
for so many of us, for everybody. And so
Yeah.
it makes sense why we're talking about it now.
Yeah. It's such a great point. And it just struck me as we were talking about this being October 1st, is that is what this is all about. It's why we created it. And so for those of you that don't know, Nat and I, we don't usually create anything unless something really clear comes through. And we have a funny story about how this all came about. In that we both knew we only reach out to each other when we hear, and we both knew there was something to create. And we'd set up a time when we never know what it is we're creating, but we'd set up a time to get on FaceTime or on Zoom or whatever. And we were just like,
It was
we
like
don't know.
crickets. It was
Yeah, it was like
so
crickets.
weird.
Yeah, we were both like, what are we doing? Why are we on this call? And we had a little bit of a sense. And this had happened to us one time before where we had got on a call to create something, and same thing. And I looked at Nat and I was like, oh my gosh, there's this stage of the moon that's called void of course. And it had happened the first time we were in the stage of the moon was void of course. And then when we got on the call to create this, and it was kind of crickets, and we were both like, why are we even on the call?
Why are we even here?
Nat Googled it,
Void of
and the
course.
moon was void, of course. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what are the chances?
Yeah.
So we promptly got off the call.
Yeah.
That was a Friday, right? Was that
Yeah, it was
Thursday
a
or Friday?
Thursday. Yeah, I think it was a Thursday. Yeah, it was Friday because then it was we said, I said, something's going to happen. Something's going to
hmm
happen in the collective. And it's all going to make sense and we'll get together and this is just going to flow really quick. And then the Charlie Kirk assassination happened.
Right.
And then we literally got back on the call and it was like, the next
Yeah.
day. And we were like, okay, this now makes sense. Like,
Yeah. I
let's.
think I even sent you a voice text and was like rambling, not rambling, but to rambling to me, but really it made sense in the end. But yeah, so interesting.
Yeah. And um I love your body of work that you share because this idea of coordinates
hmm
is really important because I know that lots of people are feeling, I've described this in the October energy forecast, which I'm going to channel through in a couple of hours, but I've this image that keeps coming up for me. It's like it's like the other side, or energetically right now, it's like we've been given a 1,000-piece puzzle.
Mm.
But we've been given the edges. We've been given the edges of this 1,000-piece puzzle, but everything else in the middle is like completely jumbled up. And if you're anyone who's watching and resonating with this, please leave us please comment where it feels like we have bits of the marker points, or we have bits of the touchstones, or bits of it, but we don't have this full picture. Like the rest of the 975 pieces left in the middle is the clarity bit that we're all really wanting, desiring, craving, but we can't see it all yet. And this idea of discovering your coordinates for 2026 is all part of that, to make sense of the jumbled up pieces of the puzzle as well.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I love that. You have the outer edges, but you just don't know, yeah, where all the pieces fit.
Yeah,
Yeah. So anyone who's unfamiliar with my body of work, because I've never even been on Substack. I don't know if these are new people, but um, I work all in energetics and have for over 25 years. And what Nat is referencing is that we're all in this space right now. A little, I would refer to it as a static space, really, for a lot of people. And we all know we have this calling or this feeling or this sense. Even maybe for some, it's like a yearning, like something's pulling us, a string's pulling us forward. We know we're meant for something, and it's just unclear where exactly we're going. And so we're in reality and energetically, we are in these coordinates. We're all sitting somewhere like longitude and latitude. And for many of us, probably you, if you are watching this, we need new coordinates. Like there's somewhere else that we're going, somewhere else that we know we're meant to be, and we just can't quite see it. We can't quite put our fingers on it. We can't quite understand how we're getting there. And all of that aside, it's like sometimes we can make it very logical. We need the energetic part first. We need the new landing. Like, where are we landing energetically? What is it that we are meant to be doing? What is the trajectory? Where are we going? And so that's really how all of this came about. Was, I think, even for 6 months, I kept talking to you about coordinates. I kept being like, coordinates. And I was like, what?
Yeah, you were. We were like, coordinates was coming up, and then we were also just, saying, yeah, there's something that we need to share around this. There is something really big around this. We need to be doing this. Yeah, that just felt really loud, really, really clear, really, really important.
Yeah, and I
Um,
think, oh, pardon.
no, I was
And
just going to say that Brittany said that she's feeling this strongly.
yeah.
Um, Kitty, Lisa saying that she's really resonating with this. Kitty saying in energy readings I received, it keeps feeling like the next few months are about trusting that it'll fall into place, but I need to spend time on being creative and open in the in between.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah,
so,
that is in between energy.
yeah. Well, and the importance right now, and part of this three-part series, I feel like I'm jumping all over the place, but we'll follow, is that I think we also realized, Nat and I, that a common theme that people were talking a lot about with us, both of us with our clients, was, for me, the word heavy kept being used a lot. So people were saying everything feels so heavy. Like I don't feel like I can move forward because there's this heaviness. I feel weighed down. A lot of distraction, a lot of stagnancy because of this inability to like move. And so the one of the biggest pieces with this series will be moving the energy, a feeling of like weightlessness, like lifting, the weight being lifted so that you are more agile, more nimble, more able to launch, for lack of a better term. It's like when you are weighed down or when you feel like you're pushing against something. It's no different than if you're cycling, or if you're an F1 fan or you became an F1 fan watching like Drive to Survive. It's like when you're in the dirty air, so to speak. you need to get a draft and you can flow so much better. And so it's like clearing out that fog, clearing out that dirty air, clearing out the weight. For a lot of people, it's like gunk. So you can see and you can get this new view of where you're going, literally this new energetic landing point.
Yeah. I'm going to share what this month's energy theme is, like before I've
Oh,
shared it everywhere, because this is exactly like what this is about.
oh, crazy.
Yeah. Um, the theme for October is eyes open and see it all.
Oh,
So it
wow.
literally is about like this clearing the fog, it's part of all of that. So that
Oh,
when you were saying about like getting into that new air and seeing it and feeling lighter,
mhm.
yeah, it's all connected.
I mean, it's crucial, I don't know why I'm getting all these like light analogies, but it's just like, they can't have so much luggage on a plane. Like you have to have the weight has to be lifted. The ability for liftoff, launch has to be able to happen. And so I feel like that's a big piece of what we'll be doing is having people understand like the embodiment exercises, moving through clearing out toxicity, opening up your vision and your perspective in so many different ways. There's just like these little things that you don't even realize are happening, but one tiny shift gives you a new perspective or a new view of something. So,
Yeah. No, it makes complete sense. And we do have an early bird until
mhm,
end of day Friday if you're interested in joining this 3-part series. Yeah, and it's gonna be potent. It's been really interesting to see how the other side, how spirit has already been dropping in the practices, the exercises, the things that want to come through. Like I know I've been getting downloads. I know Tracy has been getting downloads on it
I've
as
already
well.
recorded things.
Yeah. And it's literally I think this feeling of feeling lighter, but also this kind of pillar of strength energy that really fits with that the GPS standing point of guidance, purpose, and stability. That stability piece right now with all the chaotic energy, with the craziness in the collective that's happening globally, it's happening in every country, wherever you live.
Mhm.
We're all facing something. And this idea of bringing in the practices, bringing in the intuitive practices, the embodiment movement practices that give us that pillar of strength, game changer.
Completely. And I was thinking about this morning for me. Like I'm unable to do anything without that as like a pillar. You know what I mean? Like I just can't
Function.
literally. Like it's just not possible. And I was thinking this morning because I have a couple of spots open for mentorship clients for like longer term um, support. And I was like, I don't want people who don't want to do the work. Like, or I need to rephrase. Like, I was like, I want people who want to do the work. They're committed to take 5 minutes a day. They're committed, so that's what this is too. It's like you have to you have to understand that your willingness to spend 5 minutes will give you infinite more energy, connection, clarity. Like it doesn't have to be a 2 hour thing. It can happen instantaneously. Like it's so simple. And then what it gives you and what it brings you from this guidance, purpose, stability standpoint is literally infinite because you need that anchor of a clear system, a clear channel to be able to like reach for the stars, to see where your North Star is, to take the action to get to where you're going. Because without that, there's too much noise, too much external and not enough internal.
And it's really funny because I love that you brought up that it's easy because there's so much that, you know, I feel overwhelmed by the amount of stuff and content
Really?
and all the things. Like, there's a lot. There's so much bombarding you. And to
Yeah.
feel like you have to add something more to the plate can feel, again, counterintuitive and overwhelming. And this just
Hmm.
feels really big that what we're bringing forward is No, it's simple. Like, no, you can change something in 5 minutes. Like with mentorship clients recently, we've been making really big progressions and it's been done in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Or, and it's like, it doesn't have to be, again, it's that misconception that connecting to your intuition or connecting to your guide or clearing your energy has to be this, hour-long practice. And actually, it's bullshit. It's simpler than that.
It's so simple. Yeah, that's the thing. And I think you and I have talked about it. Is it's like it's a way of life. It's who you are and how you function, how you go throughout your day, because you have the different tools and you know your inner system, you know your body, you know your inner system well enough that you know when something's off, and then you just like whatever it is for you, take a breath, do a movement, put on some music, whatever it is that moves the energy. It can happen instantly. It's not just when the conditions are perfect.
Yeah.
Because that's, I think, in a lot of situations, people are waiting for the conditions to be perfect before they do a practice, take a step forward, get on alive, whatever it is. It's like they're waiting for, because the outer world, social media, content, whatever you want to call it, is telling them this is how perfect everything is. And then I go and do this. And it's like, that's not real life.
No, it's
And
never
it's,
perfect. It's
it's,
messy. It's layered. It can be, yeah, all the feelings, all the emotions.
Yeah, and part of that is the weight that we're talking about. Like there's this weight of like, I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to be intuitive. I don't have time to listen for guidance. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's so
Right.
fascinating to me.
Yeah. I'm intrigued if anyone's on this live that's been feeling this heavy weight, like either drop a heart, leave a comment. How have you been feeling recently in the energy? Have you been feeling heavy? Have you been feeling overwhelmed? Have you been feeling stuck, stagnant, directionless? But that you want,
That's the part.
but that you want lots of hearts, but that you want the movement forward. Because that's the thing I feel everyone I'm speaking to when I tune in energetically, the desire for the movement, for the clarity, for the fresh start is there. Like it's a huge desire, but it's the other life stuff or just the current energetics that again is like keeping people in this like little box or
Mm,
keeping everything really small.
hmm hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, and just realizing that it's like, or not realizing that that's what's keeping everybody kind of stagnant, and that's what's keeping us from moving the entire energetics of the collective forward. Right?
Yeah.
It's like if just some of us can just let go, understand there is a new way of being and a new correct way of doing things. And it doesn't make us wrong or bad people because we're taking a leap forward. We actually, the intention is then to bring everybody with us, not to get further ahead, not to forget about what's going on in other people's lives, but it's like you create this new trajectory again, this new coordinate that's like, we can all have new coordinates. We can all be here because this heaviness and this external noise is meant to be like, oh, well, you can't do that when this is happening. And you
Yeah.
can't do this when that's happening. And it's like, that's one of the biggest parts of the problem. It's what is keeping everybody stagnant and miring everyone in this kind of fogginess. To your point of the October energy forecast, is it's like um, it's making us feel bad for wanting to create something better for ourselves, so that we actually are creating something better for the world,
Everyone.
for the
Yeah, and I
planet.
love that community bit. That's just again
Hmm
that community collective energetics of, as you say, it's about the ripple effect. And but it sounds cheesy, but it's true. Like you're only as strong as the pillars around you. And
100%.
if you can work on your pillar and your energetic pillar and your coordinates and your vision, ironically to use your vision, your visual, your runway, if you can, you know, get your runway in order, ready for takeoff, it's also inspiring for other people.
Hmm
Um, there's
Well,
been lots of awesome comments as well that have
oh,
been coming
sorry.
through,
Oh,
like agreeing, agreeing. Um, Amber saying, yeah, it's been heavy to say the least,
Mm.
being laid off, brother being given a timeline of life due to his health declining, um, Kitty feeling way more chaotic, taking on so much extra energy.
Mm.
Um, Kitty also says, I actually feel weighed down by the guilt that I want more lightness, which is
That's it.
that's it.
Exactly.
In one sentence, that's it.
This is what we're talking about. You feel exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
Summed up very succinctly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's happening. There's this it's like an anti-vision. Like you start to feel guilty based on what it is that you want for yourself because you're being told it's wrong or bad or how can you do that when this is happening and all these things. So it's keeping everybody small, keeping everybody mired in this dark, stagnant, sticky energy, as opposed to understanding energetics and that when one lifts, we all lift, even if it's just a fraction. We all go, or someone sees what's possible, or your light is what lifts someone else's light. It's, and again, it sounds kind of cheesy, but it's like your light shows a path for someone else. Like that's what I was thinking about the cycling and the F1 analogy I was using, but that's what happens. They all draft off each other. It becomes like a train.
Yeah.
And it's like one guy takes the lead and it's like, oh, he's taking the lead. But actually, everyone has an easier time behind him because they're drafting off of his energy, literally his physical energy expenditure.
I love you're bringing this up. In a yoga class this week, the yoga teacher, she analogized everyone in the community to be like geese. And it was exactly that. And it was like, we all take turns to lead. We all take turns to be at the front. But for
That's
us
right.
to move forward as the collective, you also have to know when it's your turn. And when you have to step back and you have to rest, and then it's the next person to step up and lead. But you're only as quick and you can only move us towards something in that collective, geese triangle. So I love that you're bringing this up
Same
because
thing.
it's such an image
Yep.
in the collective currently that is really, really loud. It's really cool that
100%.
you're bringing that up.
100%. And so for those of you who are here, you're, meant to lead. You're meant to be the ones that are stepping up and you're taking the force. My teacher used to say, oh, you're leading us through the forest to show us that there's something on the other side. We're maybe people are scared. They don't know if they should move. Can't see clearly. They don't know the coordinates, like what's on the other side of the forest. Don't know. So it's like someone's leading the group through the forest and you're able to see there's something beyond the trees.
Yeah.
All these weird analogies I'm using. But it's true. It's like if you were called to listen to this today, it's probably your time for the new coordinates, your time to step up and lead and be the one who takes the center, takes the initiative so that people can draft off of what you're creating and what it is that you're doing.
Yeah. And I love
100%.
and that North Star visual and these coordinates for GPS for this new series also feels really big because it's funny, I wrote down the phrase fake North Star so that you can also not actually, you might think that you have the right coordinates or you think you might have your North Star that you're moving to, but actually because of, uh, energy sneaky, the collective energetics are sneaky, what you're listening to, your family, your friends, your own emotions can make us follow a fake North Star. So we think we have a North Star, but actually it's not. And so this series is also about really getting clear. Are you really on your North Star? Or are you following a fake North Star?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's the same energy as the anti-vision. Is this being based on what you really want to create or based on what you don't want to have happening in the world, in your life, in your community, because that creates an anti-vision,
Yeah.
literally, because energetically you're basing it on what you don't want as opposed to what you truly see as possible. Ooh, I just wrote that down. We need to talk more about that in the first step.
Yeah, anti-vision. I freaking love that. And it's funny because, isn't it, to use the word antidote, it's the opposite of it's the complete opposite of that. I don't know why I want to say that, but there's
Well,
something around the connection between antidote and anti-vision.
because I'm going to have people understand their own antidote. That's funny that you just said that.
Because I wrote it down, I was like, antidote. There's something about the connection between what Tracy's doing. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, yeah. We all need our own antidotes.
Okay. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love this. I love channeling with you. It's so much fun.
So fun. I know. It's always so awesome.
Yeah.
We never were like, what are we talking about? I don't know.
I
No,
know. We'll just
it's
go with
always
the
so
flow.
good.
Yeah.
It's always so good. But and I think, and to kind of land it, like to your, again, another plane analogy, to your point, you have to understand all of that. So you know you are on the right path. Like, there's a story behind the GPS, the guidance, purpose, stability, and then we got confirmation it was the right thing. Nat got an email that said, like, remember, like an hour later, you got an email that was like, it looks like this is a GPS for, and we were like, what?
Yeah. The word GPS came into something, and I was like, well, that's really weird. Like, this
Mhm.
doesn't normally come forward. So,
Yeah. Yeah. And so it is, you have to make sure that you have the correct coordinates so that your GPS, you're on the correct route to get there. The how doesn't matter as long as you know exactly where you're going. So many people get caught up in the how, and I don't know how I'm going to get there. It doesn't matter. You have to know where you're going, and the how is actually the magic. It's the fun bit. It's where your intuition comes into play and the creativity can happen. And so it's just really understanding your own guidance system, your purpose, and then using that anchor as the stability point for everything. Like that's what your trajectory is, your launch pad. Your the launch
completely.
pad.
And it's interesting, isn't it? Because when you put, say, for example, you're using Waze, or you're using, some kind of GPS on your phone when you drive your car, you don't even think about the journey. You don't look at the journey in between 9 times out of 10. You're just focused on where you're moving and where you're leaving from, and you trust the GPS that it's just going to get you there.
Yeah.
Why as humans then, why we get involved in like, oh, is it a left here? Is it right here? Versus when we plug it in, we're like, boom, like,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah.
Versus it being, yeah, this like overthinking, wild, got to turn left, got to turn right, got to make the right decision, versus it being like, let's just do it. It's interesting.
Well, and even when you do make a wrong turn, it's like recalculating. And so it just like recalibrates the system and then keeps you going in the right direction. Like this is what we're going to be talking through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
I love it. I love it. Anyone that's new here that's just joined, Tracy and I are talking about current energetics, but also we are starting a new series in October called GPS, coordinating your life for 2026. And there's an early bird that is available till Friday. Yeah, so if you're interested in that, yeah, I'll put a link underneath, and I'll share with you yeah, how you can join and what that's all about. Yeah. No, it's gonna be fun. And I think with the current energy of October and how we're getting prepped right now for 2026, like, it's loud. My guys are just like, buckle up, everybody, like, buckle up and get prepped. And not in a fear way. And that's really important to say. It's not like buckle up and go sit yourself in a hole and pretend it's not existing, happening, or like stepping into fear mode. It's actually, it just feels like a massive up level. Like, yes, there's lots of stuff going on, but it does feel very like a huge invitation to step into some massive beginnings, which just feels really exciting.
It's a trajectory. It's like literally a trajectory. Like buckle up, like get seated and put your seatbelt on because we're going.
Yeah, literally. Literally.
Yeah.
Lisa's asked, do we have any suggestions on card spreads at this time? I share a card spread every month that goes with the energy forecast. So if you want a card spread for October, yeah, I share one to all my subscribers. So subscribe and you'll get the card spread. And you'll also have all the access to September's card spread too, which was an eclipse season card spread. So yeah. Yeah. Um yeah, Kitty's like, this year's been so much shedding, so I feel ready. Yeah. Lots
Nice.
of it's a 9 year, it's a year of endings. But as part of that endings, it's also about prepping the runway for 2026.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Prepping those
100%.
coordinates. Yeah. Feels big, feels important.
Agreed.
Um Anything else, T? Anything else that you want to share that's bubbling? I'm just going to write down the website so people can access that. If you guys are interested in joining, I'm just
You know,
typing in.
I won't say there's an urgency because that's not the correct word. And I don't like what you were saying. It's not to invoke fear, but there really is an importance. Like if you're drawn, if you know you're meant to create, you're meant to put something forward, you feel stagnant and you know there's somewhere else you're going. There is like a momentum, like a quickening, like a get on it.
Yeah, very much. Yeah, I'm doing it in my own life.
I was just
Like,
gonna say, even for me, it's like I've got like four things that they're like, get on this. And I'm like, Jesus, okay.
yeah, like literally. I actually the other day I bought a whiteboard. It's so unlike I've bought a whiteboard for my office and they're like, right, we are going to, literally mind map, coordinate this all out. And you have to
Goodness.
and you have to have it as a visual. Hilariously, it came through for one of my clients. And I was like, why am I not doing that for myself? Like, it's
Yeah.
brilliant. So I was
Yeah.
like, I'm taking it. I'm doing it myself. And it's been really cool to
Yeah.
yeah,
Very cool.
yeah. Brooke says, yeah, see you at 3 for the live channeling. Yeah, I'm going to be channeling the October energy forecast in a bit. So
It was fun.
I'm excited. Yeah, it's
Double
exciting.
duty for you today.
Yeah, double lives. That's what it's about.
100%.
These are my coordinates and I'm listening to them.
So great. So great.
You got to listen to your coordinates, people. You got to
Yeah.
listen to it and listen to the directions that are calling you. And Tracy and I are here to support you in that. We're going to be doing breath work, embodiment movement practices, intuitive development, channeling, energy work, energy clearing, you name it. It's going to be part of it. So, yeah,
I know. It's like a bit of everything.
if you're ready to be in a powerhouse container to
I know.
support you, literally, energetically, to get you prepped for 2026, yeah, come join us. Yeah, early bird ends on Friday and then it goes up. It's 111 to join on the early bird for the 3 sessions, and then it goes up to 144.
144. Yeah.
Yeah, 144. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
That's awesome.
Cool.
I'm so excited. Talk about
Thank you
buckle
for
up.
everyone joining.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm gonna say something. This feels so energetically different to Instagram Live. Like
Yeah.
this feels so much lighter and brighter, and it just has a really different energy to it, and I kind of love it.
Yeah. I'm not, I mean, I'm like, I need to get on Substack. Literally, you guys had to text Nat to be like, do I have a downloaded app? I had no idea. I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it. I
Fun.
like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. More lives,
Hmm.
more Substack lives. Yeah.
Be our new, I keep saying we're doing a podcast. This will be our podcast platform.
I love you. I love you. Valerie's like, it's because it's not Instagram. Exactly. And it
Totally.
is. And it just feels, yeah, it doesn't have the meta energy behind
Yeah.
it.
I was just going to say it's a different, to go with your September forecast, it's a different container.
Different container.
Yeah.
Yeah. Different
100%.
container. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels
Yeah. I really like it.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay,
Thank
thanks.
you, everybody. Thank you for
Yeah, thank
joining
you, everyone.
me. Thank you. And yeah, have a good rest of your day, whatever you're doing. Happy October 1st.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
And
witch
to you.
month. We're here.
Exactly. Fun. All right. Happy channeling later.
Thank you, T. Thank
Okay.
you. Have a
Thanks,
good one.
everyone.
Lots of love.
Bye.
Bye.